I'm Cathy, the Clumsy Soaper. Today, I'd like to share the making of Clumsy Cosmic Wave Soaps. This is this month's soap making collaboration that I made together with Tawra of How to Make Soap YouTube channel. Before we start, I would like to thank you for joining me again this week. If you are new here in my channel, please consider subscribing for a weekly soap making video, DIY tutorials, or recipe sharing from me. Soap making is my passion, so I would really appreciate if you can join me in my soap making journey so we can learn and grow together. And if you are new here from Tawra's channel, thank you for joining us today. We hope that you can join us again next week. Now, let's quickly discuss this month's collab. My guest collaborator is Tawra of How to Make Soaps. I like her and her channel so much because she shares recipes and also explains what she does step by step, so even beginners or anyone without soap making experience can easily follow along and will definitely enjoy listening to her. Feel free to visit her YouTube channel, How to Make Soaps. I'll put the link of her channel in the description box below. Here is a photo of Tawra's soap. Tawra and I decided to follow the same color palette based on this photo inspiration. There are 5 colors in this photo, but we've decided that we have the option to add or reduce the number of colors according to what our design calls for. For me, I decided to use the 5 colors and just add some CP soap toppers as highlights. These are from the previous projects, so the color is entirely different from the color palette. And we've also decided that I'll be doing the CP soap and Tawra will do the fluid stick blender hot process soap. So without further ado, let's get started. Today, we will use 37% lye solution. This is the lye concentration that I used in my no stick blender CP technique. Be careful when you do this at home and when you handle lye solution because it is caustic and it can burn your skin. For this technique, we need to have the soap butter at light race. So once the solution has emulsified, I poured it into the mica colorant. I have now a total of 6 containers here, 5 for the mica and 1 for the uncolored soap butter. Now let's start with the Clumsy Cosmic Wave 4. All we need is to get another container and then let's do a full funnel pour into this empty container depending on the colors that we want at that time. Like for this case, I chose the first 3 colors, and then when we pour that, we have to make sure that our mold is elevated on one end, and when we pour, we have to make sure to pour it in a zigzag manner. Normally, when we do Cosmic Wave 4, we need to just pour our soap water into one end of the container. Like in our case, it was on the left side of the window, but this time around, what I did for the Clumsy Cosmic Wave 4 is to also pour it on the other side of the container. And we just need to slightly adjust the elevation of the mold by moving the steering rod that I placed at the bottom of the mold. This time around, instead of just using one container, as you can see, I used 2 containers just because I wouldn't want to have a mixed up of my light colors and my dark colors. I'd like to really differentiate and have a distinct color separation between the 6 colors that I have here. If you noticed, I poured on the elevated side of the mold. So what happened is that the soap water just spread until half of the container. And then next, instead of pouring another color layer on top of the previous one, what I did was to also fill up the center of the mold using the same pattern that I've done in the first 2 sides of the mold. While I pour the soap, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Tawra for collaborating with me. I hope that we can work again together next time in another project. And if you are new in my channel, please remember to subscribe, and I hope that I'll see you again next week. And if you have soap making questions and you were looking for some recipes, feel free to join us in our Facebook group, Soap Makers Hub. It's a closed group, so all you have to do is to click on the join button. While I cut the soap, now it's time for the question of the week. I'd like to know on whether do you like gelled soap or ungelled soap? For me, my personal preference is ungelled soap because I'd like that my soaps are opaque, but I know that there are some who also prefers gelled soap because of its translucency, and it also makes the color pop up more because it becomes more vibrant. So I'd like to know on whether which one is your preference. Let me know in the comment section down below.
Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed what I shared, please leave a like and a comment below. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon to keep you posted of my weekly uploads. Until next time, bye-bye and happy birthday to those who will be celebrating their birthdays this month. God bless!